I knew when I posted this story, people would have lots to say about someone waiting 8 years to get proposed to. So let me start by saying, can we end the stigma of people have to get proposed to or engaged within a certain amount of time? For starters, there could be so many reasons why they are waiting. Well, let's start with two of the basics in the beginning that I can think of. Age and finances. So starting with age, maybe we don't know what age they got together. Maybe they got together at 18 years old. So 8 years later would only make them 26. And some people might hear that and say, well, I got married at 22 years old, so why couldn't they? It's great that that worked out for you, but every relationship is different. I know it's a shocker that not every relationship is exactly the same or has the same timeline. The second thing I brought up earlier was finances. So in the comments, people love talking about bride and grooms being entitled or selfish, especially if they're expecting people to spend money on their wedding day. Well, what if this bride and groom wanted to make sure that they could pay for most of their wedding on their own and be financially stable before getting married? It's kind of one of those things where it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. People make comments if you get married young, saying you're immature or you need to experience life first. And then if you wait to get married when you're older, people love to say comments like, ooh, red flag if you're waiting that long, or, ooh, why aren't they getting married? Ooh, there's something weird going on there. People love to put judgments on other people's relationships. And of course, the third thing that I didn't even mention is some people's initial goal when they get together with someone or they start dating someone is not to get married right away. It's way more common nowadays for couples to live together for years sometimes before actually getting married. So I think this should really serve as a reminder to not judge other couples for their own timeline and why they're doing things. And maybe ask yourself, like, why do I have that judgment of like they should like get moving on their own timeline? Because the same thing happens when it comes to having kids or not having kids, or buying a house or not buying a house. People love to pressure and push people into their own timeline. Whether you got engaged after 6 months of dating someone or 6 years or 26 years, hey, more power to you. You know what's best for you and your relationship.